Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very difficult unboxing for me. What we have here is a DBX 286s mic preamp / processor. As it says, all the mic processing you'll need. All right, so I'm going to try to explain this to me in layman's terms because I mentioned always I'm a gorilla. So essentially, this is what you use at an entry level, I guess, because I'm an entry level broadcaster or podcaster or internet person thing. So basically, this acts as it says, a mic preamp, a compressor, a de-esser, a spectral enhancer, and expander gate. I don't know what any of this stuff is. None of it, except maybe a preamp and compressor. So my current mixer, I have an Yamaha AG03. It has a software compressor. It doesn't really cut the mustard for me. I don't like it, son. It's kind of whack. It's kind of trash. So I got this bad boy on recommendations from doing research on the internet. I have a few podcast friends who swear by this piece of equipment. I decided to take the plunge and purchase it. It came out to $220. Got $10 off, so about $210. So it's gonna set you back, at least for me, in New York City. Your mileage may vary. You can also pick these up Guitar Center, Sam Ash, BM USA has a special that I think you can get this and a Shure SMB for $500, which saves like $200 something. So you can check that out if you want, if that tickles your fancy. But yeah, you can also find these on the used market for fairly, if you don't want to take the plunge or the brand new unit, eBay, whatever. So anyway, enough talking, audio equipment. So let's get on with the nitty gritty. Knife. Okay. Now then we can try it again. And boop. All right. Nice. Okay. So you got yourselves your dang cable. This is a very, very well made, solid like a mug cable. The basic cable. Oh, whoops, there you go. Jeez, terrible. This is a very solid cable. This is the basic cable that you get, if you have a, PC, goes to the back of your PC. Good old 3-pin connector. Sorry, I'm gonna hit my dog with it. And this is the actual unit. Comes with screws. Sorry, I'm trying to focus at the camera. It's very difficult. It comes with screws. These basically, I don't know what they're called, but you can mount this unit like on a rack. Like if you do server stuff, like computer servers, they have like these racks where you can screw in racks. Well, apparently for audio equipment, they have the same thing. So it has two little on either side, which I'll show you in a second. You can just screw them in if you have that kind of rack thing. I don't have any kind of rack. I want to say rack again. Rack. So whatever. Now we have our product. You can't. Wow. The bright lights, big city. Whites it up. It's a product registration card. I'm probably going to fill this out just because it has warranty information and I spent $200 or something. So I want to keep my warranty. I want a warranty. I have the booklet for this bad boy. Simple booklet. What are you going to get? The basics. How the son of a bitch works. Operation, all that good stuff. And the unit itself. Okay. Nice styrofoam to keep it from banging into each other. It is heavy. Again, styrofoam to keep it together from banging stuff. And sorry, I'm trying to get it with the camera. But just off rip, this thing is heavy. Son, you could beat someone to death with this son of a bitch. Just bang, bang. Oh, I messed it up. But yeah, so it's very, very heavy. This feels like it was made in America. You sucker. Feels real good. All right, let's see if we can pop this sucker open. Plastic wrap. There we go. And now the end is here. We unwrap the thing for the well, it's not live stream. Okay. All right, so it's actually making a little bit of noise. It's actually not as big as I thought it would be. I thought it would be further out this way, but apparently it's pretty good. It has let's see, dimension wise, I don't have anything to you know what, here for scale. So pair of sunglasses. And look, it's about the width of a pair of sunglasses, or the depth. It's not too bad. So you can put this neatly on top of your desk. You know, some people put this on the top of their monitors. I mean, put it under their monitors and they put the monitor on top. I don't want to do that. It feels like it's disrespectful. So I'll probably just put it in a nice little nook on top of the cradle of my monitor. That way, you know. Anyway, okay. Now then, the good stuff. Let's try to figure out what some of these things do, and I can't zoom it in enough in a proper way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go set this sucker up, right? I'm gonna set it up, and I'm gonna put the camera back, focusing on the buttons and the dials, and then I'll explain them to the best of my knowledge, and hopefully it'll make sense. If it doesn't, I tried. See you in a bit.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time, Carl.
Okay, look, we're back. This is taking longer than I honestly anticipated. If you can probably hear now that voice sounds a little bit different. I've been messing with this for the past, I'm going to say, I don't know, like maybe 45 minutes or so. Still trying to perfect the audio. Right now I'm kind of on top of my microphone, but I don't have to be. I can be back here and just tweak this little thing right here. I can just change that a little bit, and I can talk from here, and it doesn't change too much. But again, I'm trying to learn what's going on with this. Generally speaking, the way they describe this, and this is from watching like at least 5 different videos. Right here we have the gain. I have what's called a FET head, so it gives me clean gain. So generally I'm not supposed to jam this all the way up, even though I have a Rode Procaster. So they're telling me that somewhere around here is good for that. You jam it up even more, you can clearly hear how it sounds higher and higher and higher, and I can be further and further away. The problem with that is that it feels like it will pick up a lot of outside interference with noises. It kind of feels like it turns it almost into a condenser microphone, and the fact that like I can hear my dog's heartbeat. I mean, I'm kidding, but it does sound like I can hear almost everything. It's got a little freaky to me. So we're gonna put this back down to about that. That's, again, these are my settings. I'm still tweaking them. They don't sound perfect, so forgive me. Next up, phantom power. I have like I said, I have an AG03, Yamaha AG03, and I also have a Rode Procaster. This requires phantom power. I noticed that the phantom power on my mixer, if it's on, it still doesn't pass the power, obviously, because the microphone's plugged directly into this bad boy. But if I hit that button, the mic goes dead. High pass, that's basically for microphones that have high pass. The Shure SM7B has it. The Rode Procaster does not. So it is what it is. I don't know anything else. Phantom bypass. Okay, so what happens is if you hit that button, all of the processing this little machine does goes out the window. So to give you an idea of how this sounds without any processing, bear with me and cover your ears. It sounds really bad. Like I'm whispering just so that I don't kill you guys. But yeah. So as you can clearly see, that needs to be not pressed at anything at all costs. Up next, we have the compressor itself. Okay, let's try to get a good view of that. All right, for the compressor, it was basically saying to, you want to have the 2 red lights coming on 6.3 and possibly 9. You're talking normally, and then when you go, yeah, it goes higher. But for the most part, it doesn't really go that high unless I go into my sports voice. Welcome to the NFL, and Colin Kaepernick is still anyway. Back to the show. So you got your density over here. I don't really know what density does. I guess density is the amount of time it takes for the microphone to the time it takes to compress. So you want to have it. If you take too long, it sounds unnatural. If you take too long or too short, it you just want to have it within about 2 seconds. That's what the videos I've listened to said. So don't quote me on that. Again, I'm not an audio engineer. I'm just trying to wing it. I'm a layman at this kind of stuff. Okay, Orale Holmes, the Esser. chingando. Basically this works on your S's. If you have a lot of S's, I say stupid a lot. So generally they told me not to mess with this, so I just kind of did a little bit. Doesn't really make any difference. I can still say, you know, stupid, stupid, Sangano, Sinclair, Sincara, Sindel, supper time, stupid, sucker, sinful, Saturday, SummerSlam, Sangria. So I guess, you know, whatever. I don't know. They tend to mess with it. All right. The next one, enhancer for her pleasure. I'm just kidding. That's a really creepy joke. I apologize for that. So this bad boy basically gives you that rich Corinthian leather sound. So when you mess with it, you see, look at that. Yeah, I'm doing ASMR. Yeah. Right now I'm talking into the microphone. It's JSMAR. How do you feel about that? You feel good? Yeah, I feel good too. All right, this is creepy. I'm so sorry about that. I'm gonna turn it back down. But yeah, as you can see, like when you mess with it, the higher you go, like up to 10, it gets real. It sounds, matter of fact, let's go here. Hey, how are you doing? This is God. I'm judging you right now. This is Big God. This is Ultra God. Ultra kill. Quad kill. Mega kill. Yeah, that's all I got. It's all right. But yeah, you can clearly hear it. It's kind of crazy. Okay. Sorry about that. So yeah, for me, I like to keep it about 3-5-ish maybe. I like 5, but with 5, I got to talk slow, and I don't really talk slow, so it kind of sucks. So I keep it between about 4-ish. Now this is the high, I guess the low tones, or maybe the high tones. I don't know, man. Again, I'm just trying my best. I did my best. So let's see what happens when you do that. Wow, that sounds really unnatural. That sounds like, look at this. Bottom of the ninth, top of the ninth inning, and Tito Rojas goes up to bat. That sounds terrible. Jesus. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep that as high as it could be. I'm gonna just go. Okay, there we go. Let's try that. It sounds like a good alternative. I'll play with it some more. Second to last, you have the expander / gate. Now what this bad boy does, it kind of cuts off background noise. And the thing is, with the increased gain, this picks up a lot more things now. So I have to play with this a lot to kind of balance it out, because right now my air conditioner isn't on. In my other recordings, my air conditioner is usually on, and you can hear it, but I don't care. But it's still, with this on, it's really noticeable. So even when this is activated, matter of fact, here, look, I'll just give you a quick demonstration. You could probably hear that motorcycle. Previously, before this compressor, you can hear the motorcycle. You can just hear me, and now you can hear outside. I don't know how I feel about that, man. I got a lot of rowdy ass neighbors and dogs. It's kind of unprofessional. So now when this bad boy kicks in, you should be able to hear it. See, it's a little bit louder. Before, it wasn't as bad, and as you can also hear, my voice changes with the background noise. So once I stop talking, it'll try to cut the background noise. It does an okay job. I just don't have this set up properly, I don't think. They told me that for my particular setup to use about -30, but I don't know, man. You can still kind of hear it, like I'm monitoring it, and I can just see it. Generally it's supposed to be that it kind of blocks out depending on the, like if it's at -45 or -35 or whatever. Actually, I got it incorrect. Jesus. Basically, long story short, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to fix it. Okay. So anyway, let me turn off the air conditioner. I should probably call this a complete idiot's guide to mix DBX 286, because that's what I feel like. And last but not least, this is the gain on the output. That's basically the gain on the microphone. Fun fact, I was playing with this earlier and I was trying to figure out why everything was sounding wonky. It's because I tweaked this. I put this up first instead of the other one, this bad boy. So first you gotta do this, then this comes at the very end. That's why it's over there. So let's see. Oops. Basically that gives you more gain, and it's just a lot of gain. So doesn't really need to be all that up, especially if you have a cloud lifter. Well, I have a fed head, so it's more or less the same thing. So yeah, man, that's pretty much the crux of it. I like this piece of hardware. It's just that I need to tweak it a little bit more in Slate. So I'm probably just gonna call it a night. So I hope that you learned something. If you didn't, that's my fault. I'm trying my best, but you know, live and learn, right? Okay, so this has been an idiot's guide to the DBX 286. If you have any comments or questions or advice, or even if you want to just, you let me know in the comments below. Have a nice night. I mean it. Have a nice night. Enjoy it. Any day above ground is a good day.